Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Shub and you people are watching my channel Shub R Info. So here today we are going to discuss about class 8th. Today we are going to discuss about class 8th chapter number 16, the universe. But this is a part first, so in this we are going to discuss about the planets, all about the planets. So without wasting time, let's begin with the video. So as we all know that there are total 8 planets in the solar system with one sun. Then we also know that these planets are Mercury, Venus, Mars, Earth, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus and Neptune. But many students are there who are not able to learn these planets' name. So how you can learn the names of these planets? So for learning these planets, you just have to learn one line, that is, my very educated mother just studied us new planets. P planets is for Pluto, Pluto, but now we are not having Pluto, so you can just take it as planets, right? So as everyone should know that there was a Pluto also, a draft planet, as a draft planet. So that's why you can learn like this full line. Okay, now the introduction of the chapter. Everyone knows that our solar system is a home to 8 amazing planets that are these planets, right? Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus and Neptune. Right, these amazing planets are small and rocky. Some are small and rocky, then others are big and gassy. Others are big, right? They are big, and some are gassy also, right? Some are this much hot that metals can also melt over there on their surface, and some are freezing cold. Got? So like this, if you want, then you can just take a screenshot of it. Otherwise you can just comment me below if you want the PPTX of this full video. So full slides I'll be sending in the description box of next video. Okay, the first planet, Mercury. Now we can see that the Mercury is saying that I am pretty small. So with this we can get that it is the smallest planet and which is made up of rocks. First thing, it is closest to the sun. First thing, it is closest to the sun. Second, it is very small. You can see how small it is in the size, right? Closest to the sun. If it is closest to the sun, then it will be more hot, right? It will be hot. Okay, so the same thing, it is written over here that this is the closest planet to the sun. It is smallest planet and is made up of rocks. Okay, and one amazing thing, that it takes 88 days for completing its orbit. It takes 88 days to complete the revolution in its orbit, means to complete a revolution around the sun. Only 88 days. Only 88 days. Okay, it has no atmosphere. Remember, it is not having any single atmosphere. It do not have moons also. Okay, Mercury likes to keep things simple. It is very simple. It is not having any other, like, it is not extraordinary also. It is not very modern. It is just simple. Okay, and it is not having any moons, no atmosphere. So you can just underline this line. Okay, time on Mercury. If we learn about the time on Mercury, then a day, one day on Mercury lasts 59 Earth days. Means 59 Earth days are equal to 1 day of Mercury. Right? It is good, right? And 1 year on Mercury. Now Now 1 year, or we can say 88 Earth days, are equal to 1 year on Mercury. Then if your birthday is there on 14th, or let us just take 1st of Feb or 1st of January, then it will take only 88 days, and after 88 days your birthday will come. Means every 3 months you would have a birthday. Okay, so you would be saying that I want to live over there, but you cannot live because it is not having any atmosphere, no air, right? Okay, next we come up to the Venus. Now what is it saying? What Venus is saying? It is saying it is very hot out here, or is it just me? It is telling you people that it is very hot out here because it is feeling that it is very hot out here. But he is also saying this, that it can be that I am only hottest. So even though Venus isn't the closest planet to the sun, as you can see over here in the picture. So we can see out here that Venus is not the closest planet. Mercury it is, right? Mercury is the closest planet. Since it is not the closest planet, but then also it is the hottest planet. Now on one hand we have said that Mercury is not having any atmosphere and no moon, but Venus is having a thick atmosphere. It has a thick atmosphere with full of greenhouse gases, carbon dioxide, and clouds made up of sulfuric acid. Okay, so Venus is a planet which is very, very hot. First thing, it is the hottest planet. Second, it is full of a thick atmosphere. And third what? Third, it is the second planet, right? Okay, next we talk about Venus doesn't have any moons. Oh my god, Venus is the second planet who is not having any moon. It is not having any moon, but one most important thing is that Venus is the planet which moves in opposite direction of Earth and most other planets. Okay, it moves in the opposite direction. Suppose if Earth is moving in this direction, then Venus will move in this direction, right? If Earth moves like this, then Venus moves like this. Okay, like this it moves. And yeah, now time on Venus. So 1 day of Venus lasts up to 243 Earth days. 243 Earth days. 243 Earth days. That means that a day on Venus is a little longer, right? Is little longer because a day lasts till 243 Earth days and a year lasts till 225 Earth days. So a day is longer than the year, right? Okay, so it is a very long journey which we have to complete here. Okay, now next, our Earth, blue planet. Life is great over here. Earth is saying life is great, right? I'm having a life which is having peoples and human beings are there, beautiful creatures are there in me, right? And it is very, very special because it is an ocean planet, blue planet, which is having water of 70%. It is filled with 70% of water, right? Now the Earth's atmosphere is fine. It is not too thick and it is not less thick also. It is fine. Why it is fine? It is in the right thickness so that the planet gets warm, that the planet do not get too warm or too cold for the living organisms which are living inside it. And it is the only planet, Earth is the only planet in full solar system which is having life, Okay, next, time on Earth, everyone knows it. A day on Earth has 24 hours. 1 year on Earth has 365.25 days. that 0.25 extra. It is 0.25 extra, means every 4 years we need to add 1 day to our calendar. We call that 1 day as the leap year. We know about our Earth, right? You might not know about other planets like the Mercury, Venus, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus and Neptune, but you know most and more about your Earth and also about the Sun, right? Because about these two planets we are not planets, about Earth and Sun we are learning from first grade. So our next planet is Mars. I love having visitors. Now Mars is saying I love having visitors because many visitors have went over there, right? Mars is a cold desert world, right? It is a cold desert world. It is half the size of Earth. It is like, suppose Earth is this much, then it is only half a size of Earth. It has only half, we can say only this much, half of the Earth, right? It is the red planet because it has rusty iron. It is known as the red planet, right? So why it is known as the red planet? Because it has rusty iron in its ground. Okay, it has a very very thin atmosphere made of carbon dioxide, nitrogen and argon. Next, time on Mars. Video is getting longer, right? So time on Mars, 1 day on Mars lasts for 24.6 hours. Okay, a bit more than Earth, only a little bit more. Okay, and Mars has 2 moons. Their names are 2 moons which are confirmed, right? Which are confirmed. We do not know they are more or not, but 2 moons are there which are confirmed, that are Phobos and Deimos. Phobos and Deimos. It has 2 moons, Phobos and Deimos. Now next we have the Jupiter. Next is our Jupiter. Okay, so what is this Jupiter? Jupiter is the largest planet. Everyone knows about it. Jupiter is the largest and the biggest planet in the full solar system. It is similar to a star, but it is never got big enough to start burning, right? It is not very big that it starts burning, but it is similar to a star. Okay, and it is having a very big storm. It has a big storm like the Great Red Spot. It has a storm means in Hindi we say it as bhavandar, right? Storm. And what is the name of this storm? It is Great Red Spot. It is named as a Great Red Spot. Wait, my writing is not coming good. So it has a great red spot which has been going for hundreds of years. It is a storm that is been from 100 of years. It is been going now also. Jupiter is a gas giant. Everyone knows about it, that it is a gas giant, and it doesn't have a solid surface. It is just a gas giant. It is filled of gases. Okay, now the time, you can just take a screenshot if you want. 1 day is equal to 10 hours. It has only 10 hours. 1 year is the same as 11.8 Earth years. So 1 day of Jupiter is equal to only 10 hours, means 1 day has only 10 hours. Jupiter has 79 confirmed moons. It has 79 confirmed moons, and it is made mostly of hydrogen and helium. Jupiter has 79 confirmed moons. It has 79 moons which are confirmed. Many, there can be more also, but our scientists have only and only recognized only 79 moons. Next planet is the Saturn, which is having rings. It has 7 rings. Everyone loves my rings, it is saying. Okay, so it is only not the planet which is having rings. There is one more planet. We'll be amazing you in the next planet, right? Next planet is Uranus. Okay, so it is not the only planet which is having 7 rings, but it has 7 rings total, right? It has 7 rings, and it is the most beautiful planet. Okay, the rings of the Saturn are made of chunks of ice and rock. It is made up of chunks of ice. Like Jupiter and Saturn, it is mostly a ball of hydrogen and helium. It is made up of hydrogen and helium. Okay, it do not have a very strong surface like Jupiter. Next we come to the time on Saturn. So one day on there's a typing error. So one day on Saturn goes by in just 10.7 hours. 10.7 hours. Only 10.7 hours. 1 year on Saturn is the same as 29 Earth years. It is same as the 29 Earth years. Okay, Saturn has confirmed 53 moons. It has confirmed 53 moons. There are total 53 moons which are confirmed. Okay, there is a typing error, right? Wheresoever I have cut these, it will come Saturn. Okay, next we come to the Uranus. I am sideways. We'll be telling you why it is like this, why it is in a side position. So Uranus is surrounded by a set of 13 rings. I am saying Uranus is surrounded by a set of 13 rings. Why I'm saying this, guys? Because Uranus is a planet which is having 13 rings, but either any single one is also not visible. It is not at all visible. Means the rings on the Uranus are not at all visible. Okay, Uranus is an ice giant. It is an ice giant instead of gas giant. It is made up of blue color. Why? It is blue in color because it contains methane. It is made up of methane, right? Its atmosphere is made up of methane, hydrogen and helium. Okay, next it is time. Okay, time on Uranus. One day on Uranus lasts a little over 17 hours. There are 17 hours. Okay, one day of Uranus has 17 hours, and we can only say 17.14 hours, as it has 14 minutes extra to be exact, right? So telling is exact. So for your birthday you have to wait a long time if you were be living in Uranus, but it is not possible. Like Venus, Uranus also rotates in the opposite direction. Okay, it also rotates in the opposite direction, but it rotates on its side. I said no, I'll be telling you why it is like this. Sideways. I am sideways. Okay, next is Neptune. Neptune is the last planet, right? Last planet. About Pluto we'll not be discussing. So it is pretty cold out here, because the Neptune is the farthest planet, right? Farthest planet it is. See, at the last. It is the farthest planet from the sun. Okay, so Neptune, right? Neptune is dark, cold and windy. It is dark, cold and windy. It is more than 30 times as far from the sun as Earth is. 30 times far from the sun as Earth. So it is made up of hydrogen, helium and methane, like what? Like the Uranus. That is why it is also a blue in color, but it is not the blue planet. Okay, so Neptune has 6 rings, but they are very, very hard to see. Neptune also has rings, and it has 6 rings, but they are very, 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 very hard to see. In Uranus also maybe 1 or 2 rings are visible, but in Neptune no rings are visible. Rings. And Neptune has 13 confirmed moons. One day of Neptune goes by in 16 hours. Okay, So Neptune completes its journey, its revolution in 165 Earth years. Very, very long year, right? Very, very long year. Okay, so a summary of the chapter. Yeah, one more thing. What thing I forgot to tell you about Venus. Where is Venus? Yeah, Venus. Venus is the brightest planet in our solar system. Venus, the second planet, means Venus is the brightest planet, brightest among all. Okay, next, yeah, summary. Now we were discussing Mercury is the closest planet and smallest of them all. Jupiter is a gas giant, biggest planet in the solar system. Venus has a beautiful name and is the hottest planet. Venus is really very beautiful name, right? Venus. Venus. See how beautiful name it has. Okay, so thanks for watching. Thank you all for watching. Bye bye. See you in the next video. Don't forget to like, subscribe and share to Shubhar Info. Thanks for watching. Bye bye. And yeah, comment below your doubts. Do not shy to ask doubts. That was all in this video. We have discussed the part 1 of the chapter The Universe. So part 2 will be here soon, in which we'll be discussing about what we'll be discussing in that. We'll be discussing about our asteroids, comets, meteors, artificial satellites, and also about the phases of moons and ocean tides. What are ocean tides? Thank you all for watching. Bye bye. See you in the next video. And do not forget, if you are new to my channel, do not forget to subscribe to Shubhar Info. Thank you and have a nice day ahead.